Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with Simple Stories Saturday as well as Scraptember 2023 Day 23. And today is the prompt is a sketch. And so I pulled one of the sketches that Laura Alberts, one of the founders of Scraptember, created, and I'm actually turning it on its side because my picture is horizontal, and so I wanted to use that. And my Simple Stories collection is this back to school collection called School Life. I had to think about it. And so I've got some papers from the collection. I've got some scraps that I want to use, a sticker sheet, some ephemera from the ephemera pack, and I also have a chipboard frame. And then I have this die that I'm pretty sure, actually I know for sure, I bought off of Temu, and I'm going to use some of my scraps to create some hexagons. So I have my papers, I have my stickers and embellishments, my picture, this sketch. So let's see how this goes. So I am starting by adding some blue ink to the bottom. Now I start with Blueprint Sketch, and then I am going to add Uncharted Mariner. And I really am just kind of giving myself that U shape from where the hexagons are going to go, because the die cut that I'm creating is not, it's cutting out hexagons, but it also is cutting out like a border to go around them, and I'm going to leave those open. At least that's my plan. I'm really kind of winging it a little bit. I thought that this was bigger when I was planning this out in my head very briefly before I pulled everything out. But these are actually pretty small. I think it's like 3 inches. So I just made 5 of them, and I set aside the hexagons that go in the middle because I'm going to use some of those to kind of add some more zhuzh on the page. So I cut out all the gluing because that is tedious work. I literally just glued it down. I did add a little bit more ink to the top right side because I wanted to make sure there was ink behind all the little hexagon spaces. Even if it wasn't completely filled in, I wanted something coming through. So I have all that on there, and I've already used this, put the picture in the frame. This is the admin team at my school. So my principal is the queen bee in the middle, the rest of us. And I adore this picture. It's our picture from this school year. And I'm probably not even supposed to have it, but I already do. So it's fine. Don't tell anybody. So I love this frame because it's so bright and colorful, and it's definitely appropriate since we do really rule. I mean, we have the best school in town. So anyway, this was we got together and did our staff pictures the Monday before school started, and we got we do pictures for like each grade level and stuff like that. So this is the one of the admin staff. And so I wanted to get that documented. This will actually go in my book, not in the school book that I create, because I will just make another one in the future for that. So I just used a bunch of embellishments up at the top. I've got some scissors, a pencil, a little notebook paper, and then that school spirit pennant, which I think is super cute. And it's got like those little pom-pommy spray on it, which is what the paper I used to cut the hexagons out is. Those are on that paper. And so when I pull out some of the hexagons to add to the bottom, you'll see that same pattern kind of carried throughout the page. So there's already in the sketch, if you turn it, because that's what I had to do, there is already like a little word phrase on the bottom of the picture. So really where that you rule is, that is already taken care of. And so I didn't want to put anything underneath because it's got that frame with the cute little ruler. So instead of doing that, I kind of make a cluster over to on my layout on the left. So if you're looking at the sketch, of course, it's the top left part. But for me, since I turned it, it's on the bottom left. So I put the apple there and a little ruler and a stick pin and things like that. So, and then I pull out the hexagons and I kind of flip them around. If there's something on the back that I can use, I'll use the back just to bring a little extra something in. Most of them were things that I couldn't use because the back side is the 4x6 postcards or cut aparts. So a lot of them had like wordy bits or part of something, but a couple of them had like cute little stripes. So I used a few of those. And one of them almost perfectly cut out a thing that says future so bright. So I'm going to tuck that in the bottom left corner. But I pull these little word phrases that say, so little time, honor rolling, and top of the class. Because, well, I must say, these people are pretty cool. And I'm very lucky to work in a place that I am surrounded by so many awesome people. So, and it is an entirely female-led admin staff. So y'all know that means it's fabulous. And so you couldn't ask for a better team, honestly. So once I finish all of that, I'm going to add a few more hexagons. I kind of like to round out that little wordy bits up there on the top. And then that's it. So here is the sketch by Laura Alberts again. Definitely go check her out. Her and the Scrappy Sisters run Scraptember, and I just adore them. And I love doing the prompts this month. And then, of course, the fabulous crafters that I work with doing Simple Stories Saturday, where we pull out our simple stories and create with it. And that makes me super happy because I love simple stories. It's one of my favorite like collection packs like that. So here is the final product. I hope you all will go and check out everybody else. And also, if you haven't already, I would love it if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And I hope that you all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping!